accomplished. Will complete speaks of something in the future. Until speaks of something that is continuing on. It's going on now. But complete, if he said he will work on me until. That makes sense. Can I bring y'all into the study with me and God? After I've looked up all these good Greek words and syntax and phrases and tried to make maybe the verbs are incorrectly translated, here's what it says. That the promise of the work is this. The work is done. The work is being done. The work will be done. God bless you. That's enough. The work is done. The work is being done. The work will be done. You are finished. You are being finished. You will be finished. You're saved. You're being saved. You will be saved. You are perfect. You're being perfected. You will be perfect. Here's all I'm trying to tell somebody today is that from God's view, you are a finished product. Already done, already perfect, already acceptable. From our view, we are being developed, being finished, being worked on, still struggling, still rising and falling, still going up and going down. But from eternity's view, he's waiting on us to be finished. Okay, here's what I'm trying to tell you. What I'm trying to tell you is this, is that your life is lived in 3 dimensions. You live, listen, in the past of what God has done for you. Therefore, having been justified by faith, we have peace with God. That's done. You live in the present of what God is doing in you right now. But you also exist in the future of what God is going to do. Here's what makes me shout. The reason I can be confident in the struggle of my process is because I'm confident in the finished on both sides of my incomplete. Behind me is finished. In front of me is finished. So in the meantime of my struggle, I rest in the bookends of my finished alreadys, and I can deal with the struggle of the process I'm in right now. So here's what I'm saying. Whenever you feel like too far gone, you've done the worst thing in the world. You are the worst person in the world. Maybe y'all don't have them days. But I have days where I feel like I'm the worst person. And you know what? I disagree with Paul. This is the only scripture I disagree with. Paul said, I'm the chief sinner. No, Paul, you ain't met Pointer yet. I am the chief sinner. But when I'm feeling like, God, there is no way you can still work on me and use me and want to do anything with me. When I'm feeling that way, I look back and see a finished. And I look forward and see a finished as well. I'm through. But there is one race in the Olympic Games that is one time around the track. One time around the track. One race is one time. I can't remember the length. is one time around the track. Is that 400 meters? 400 meters is one time around the track. 400 meters is one time around the track. So that the starting line is also the finish line. And the finish line is also the starting line. And here's all I'm trying to tell you. Calvary's cross was the starting line from our perspective. But God exists in an eternity that is the same as the 400 meters in eternity. The start was the finish, and the finish was the start. And so all you and I are doing now is pumping our feet around the track. But God said, because I know where you started, I also know where you finished, and I know what I've already planned and predestined for your life. Touch somebody and tell them, while I'm going around the track, I might fall sometimes. I might stumble sometimes. I might miss the mark sometimes. I might fall and skin my knee. But the good news is the same God that started the... Tell somebody, I'm pressing on the upward way. New heights I'm gaining every day. Praying I onward bound. Lord, plant my feet on high ground. We're standing, but my soul has no desire to stay. Where doubts arise and fears dismay, though some may dwell where these abound, my prayer, my aim is high ground. Lord, lift me up, and I shall stand by faith on heaven's tableland, a higher plane than I found. Lord, plant my feet on high ground. The hymn that says, beams of heaven as I go through this wilderness below. I want to offer somebody today the opportunity